it got us all laughing. It got us into the speech. But the rest of the opening, that would have been something to memorize. When I first started, that was something that I was told would be helpful, and I noticed it was. If you can memorize your opening and your conclusion, it gives a nice, strong, powerful opening. So I like the story that you told at the beginning, but I would have added or would have remembered a little bit more in the rest of the opening to really tie it in. As far as the structure of the speech, it was great. I love that you laid out the Clean Foods initiative, and you gave your 3 points as to why we should all be focusing on clean foods. That was great. I really was able to follow that, and you were able to put in those good points to talk about it. One of the things I would have worked on is a use of statistics. You brought in a lot of numbers from 1994, 700,000 people, and statistics are great if people can see a visualization of that. Sometimes if you're just trying to talk about statistics, it can be a little bit overwhelming if you're trying to remember what they said here, there. But statistics are good overall, just make sure you don't use them too much. As far as the points of your speech, I love that you use the one-word foods. I think out of everything about your speech today, that's the thing I will take home the most, the blueberries, the spinach. As long as the ingredient list has one word in it, you know that's a good food. So I like that you drove that point home. That was a really good point, and that's definitely going to stick with me. As far as your usage of the stage up here, your presence, you kept it within the podium. I think that's something that if you brought it over here side to side, maybe a little bit forward, a little bit back, something you can really address the audience with, and they can see and visualize you. They'll follow you wherever you go, just like you're doing with me right now. Wherever you go, it creates a good contact point. The conclusion I also liked. You wrapped up your 3 points within the conclusion. What I would have done is switched the layout of the conclusion. So you brought in the Clean Plate Club, how it's important to clean your plate. Your conclusion works the same way as your opening. You can have a story and an attention grabber. You don't have to say, well, in conclusion, or to summarize it. You can use that story as a way to open up your conclusion. So I like that you brought the points together, but I just would have reversed how I laid out the conclusion. Other than that, I thought the speech was great. The points you drove home were great, and great job.
All right, good job.